What was a good memory you had when you were in school? My third grade class had a reading loft. It was a pretty good-sized fort, probably taking up 1/3 of the classroom, covered in carpet and had lots of cool places to hang out if you wanted to read. The teacher incentivized us to finish work early so we could grab a book and head to the reading loft so we didn't have to hang out at our desks being bored. In third grade, it was some reading appreciation week, and we decided as a class to visit a cemetery. Granted, it's a pretty famous cemetery with a couple of really important people buried there, and we had a scavenger hunt to find them, along with the oldest grave we could find, the biggest, and we had to make a rubbing of one of our choosing. As a strange child, it was the best field trip I had ever been on. A math teacher paused a class because he got a message from his brother. His brother met a girl at a party and had a crush on her, but he found a week later that she was lesbian and got a heartbreak. He went outside to call his brother and came back and told us the story. I was always a shy introvert, and when I went off to high school, I made it a goal to do one thing during my 4 years there that would force me out of my comfort zone. I ended up trying out for the cheerleading team. I was definitely not the type to get up in front of a crowd and cheer. The tryouts involved performing a personally choreographed dance, which was no issue, as I had some dance background. They allowed those who wanted to try out to perform their dances in groups. But since I had no friends, I did it alone. I was so damn nervous, but I did it, and I made the team. The rest of my high school experience pretty much sucked, but that one thing made me really proud of myself. Every scholastic book fair in elementary school. In high school, we had a group project, and this class was 90% girls, so the other 10% guys, including me, were in a group. This teacher used a kinder gang up on us with the girls, and one day she was preoccupied and we were talking about how we didn't want to be there and we should just jump out the window. This one guy scopes out the window, sticks his feet out first, gives us a wink and just jumps out. Dropped probably 7-10 feet onto the grass and just waltzes back into class, like he just came from the bathroom or something. Every morning my teacher will ask us questions about history. If we get it right, he would give us a Snicker bar. But the funny part, he would throw the Snickers bar at us real hard. So if get the question right, you would have to dodge the fast-moving Snickers. Watching my mother rip the principal a new one because a typing teacher failed me for poor posture despite my having 100% on every assignment plus bonus marks. Mum ranked up that day. I was a terrible student and a huge baseball fan growing up. In 6th grade, I had an English teacher who knew I wasn't dumb, just hard to motivate. She privately offered me an extra credit assignment. All I had to do was write a 2-page essay on any topic I liked at all, explaining why I liked it so much. I straight up turned down her offer, being content with my grade. So she flipped it around on me and publicly told another guy in my class that since he was the biggest Red Sox fan in the class, he should write a 2-page essay about the Red Sox and present it to the class. I practically jumped out of my seat and said I was a way bigger Red Sox fan than Mike and I should be the one writing that essay. She let us both write one. She was a really good. One of my math teachers in high school was a bit on the crazy side in a very good way. He'd scoot around the room on his desk chair, rolling over backpacks and the like. He'd punctuate talks with weird sayings like but, he said, which is tub spelled backwards. He generally made the class time entertaining for everyone. One day, he decided to show us the derivation of a mathematical formula. Nowadays, I don't remember the exact derivation, but the end result was the integral of e to the power equals some function of e to the power. Written out, it looks like this. He went through a whole mathematical derivation just to tell a group of high school students sex equals fun.